Welcome to Senior View. And today, by popular demand, I invited back Mary Lou Mansfield, a wonderful poet. I think of Veterans Day, Thanksgiving, and we want to honor those 2 days, for sure. And who better to do it than Mary Lou Mansfield? Mary Lou, how are you today?
Great, Mary. Thanks so much for having me back.
Oh,
I look forward to it.
Thank you for coming. We do appreciate it, that's for sure. And how would you like to begin?
Well, you gave me leeway to bring many things, so I did. I thought maybe I would read a couple of poems that I've written in the past year about life on Cape Cod. I have several. So I'll start with one that's called Back Roads and Beaches. I walk in the warmth of the sun or the mist of the fog. I inhale fresh-washed air, sometimes dry and clear and crisp, other times heavy with dew and moisture and stinging sand. I walk. I turn left to the back roads, unpaved and uninhabited, mysterious. They twist and turn, meander in jagged circles. Every ilk of tree and twig and branch greets me. Roads sculpted by winter's ice make me mind my steps.
Beautiful.
I walk. If I take just 10 steps in another direction, I embrace the bay. Changing shoreline of scattered treasures, straight as the eye can see. Evidence of footsteps, vacant of people. I walk. Each choice offers alone, yet not loneliness. Each beautifully drawn by the master's hand, each heals hearts and souls differently. Hand in hand, peace is written in the sands I choose. I walk. Somehow my feet turn to wander the pathways. Some reason they do not search out the shoreline today. Someday I may reverse my direction. I may choose to do that, or I may not. I walk. My peace will come from where I am comfortable. My choices will be my choices. My happiness for now is on the back-twisting roads, following the inviting craggy tree line. Could be tomorrow I step on the dunes, or I may not. After all, it's my walk.
Wonderful.
I often think when I go out, of course this time of year everyone's gone, so the roads are very inviting, as are the beaches, but very interesting things on the back roads. Some with 4 legs, I have to watch out for.
Yes, yes.
This one is called Dark Days and Light Soul. And I started writing it on a dark, rainy day, and I thought, well, this is depressing, but I'll see where it goes. And it really wasn't. It was quite delightful by the time I got to the end. And that's why I added Light Soul to the title. Clouds roll in, blanket a solitary heart, isolate a spirit from the fray, sequester the imagination. Rain streaks window panes, secludes the place of comfort, extends to a woman a room of her own. Spirit is embossed with creativity. Eyes rest from the sun, loneliness no longer an issue. Alone is the joy of the soul. Candlelight dances on the ceiling, thoughts quiver the brain, words pirouette on the page. Bliss blossoms from the writer's hand. So another opportunity of not knowing where the poem was going when I started, and it was delightful. I enjoyed the experience. I thought we could do several poems about Veterans Day. Some I've written during the past year. One was written a long time ago to my husband. He is a Navy pilot, because once you are, you always are. It's not was. In order to get his gold wings, he had to, at one point, land and take off from the carrier in the Gulf of Mexico. And that was on July 20th, 1969. That was the day man walked on the moon, and he was landing on a carrier.
Oh,
So
my heavens.
our celebrations were
Yes.
great. He did come home, so I knew.
Thankfully.
So every July 20th, I try to write a poem, or we do something exceptional for fun about Carrier Landing Day.
Oh.
Wings of gold. A glint of gold darts in and out of clouds. It shines and sprints from one side of the sky to another. It shows confidence and gall in a purposeful way. Courage exudes from the shine. A swoop to the earth reveals wings amidst the golden glow. What creature ventures out with golden wings? Who dons the gilded honor of such? Sacrifice and fearlessness combine to preen these wings. Strength and confidence flutter from necessity. The heart pounds within the chest feathered with armor. The call exhorts the man with wings of gold. He is unique and priceless. His life forever shines. He knows this is truth. His heart tells him so.
Oh.
So I always felt that was quite an accomplishment.
Yes.
Worth celebrating.
Yes.
And this one I have rather enjoyed. Just a lot of discussion these days about the flag and where it can and cannot be flown.
Mm-hmm.
And we have one that's been at our house on the Cape many, many years. And I was just looking at it this day and thinking, well, one of these days I will have to replace it for a new one because it's looking worn. But somehow I couldn't quite take it down yet. So this is called The Flag. Old flag tied to eaves, red faded, blue burdened with stars, white stripes marked by weather. Old flag worn, yet not weary, not ready to give up its post, not prepared to stand down. It has been called to do so. Voices shout, old, stubborn, change, shame. Old flag sheds a tear, stands fast. Old flag never leaves its station. You see, when breeze unfurls and shadows spread, tatters touch small white crosses standing at attention. Aged souls are stirred. Tears fall. Old flag protects its charges, comforts visitors, fathers the family. Small white crosses respond with heartfelt appreciation. Old flag guards the battlefield, refuses to abandon its turf. Some say it should be removed. I say it belongs to the heroes. What say you?
Oh, Mary Lou, that is just exquisite.
Well,
you have such a
the
gift.
patriotism is something big in our house, and because of growing up together in a time when a lot of folks were heading out and overseas, and still that's happening today. And I think sometimes the symbols that we should be respecting
Definitely
need to be highlighted a little more. This one is called Soldier. It's a little sadder, but unfortunately it is a truth, and one that we should all stop and think about. A boy raises his hand. He speaks words not yet grafted to his soul. His voice quivers with apprehensive confidence. His mother weeps quietly. A man lays prostrate in a muddy field. His weapon is raised in the same right hand. The oath of his youth replays in his mind. He does not hear return fire. A lad is placed in a flag-draped box. He has no right hand. The pledge is read to his family. his father, receives the flag. Ghostly brothers gather as a cloud of witnesses. They lift the youth whole from the ground. They restore his remains, then carry him home.
How many times did that happen?
Yes, and I think that one thing we try to do is pay attention to the families, because once it's over, they have to live with that the rest of their lives. And by blessing, I did not. So I think about it. Well, you and I talked about Thanksgiving, and certainly this year I have 2 new daughters-in-law. So our holiday tables are going to be very exciting.
Yes, yes.
So I had a lot to think about, as you knew I would. And this is what I hope to see, maybe not on the day of Thanksgiving, but when we all get our schedules together, we will be sitting at the same table. And it's called She Sees. She looks around the table and sees ones she has loved her whole lifetime. Lifetime of laughter, tears, challenges, the unexpected. Lifetime of praying for the best kinds of love. Watching years unfold and time itch forward. She sees the boy she always knew, his face etched with smiles, same smiles he wore in a younger time. He still warms her heart and is so loved and loving. He brushes by her shoulder. That old twinge of mystery tickles her toes still.
Oh.
She looks around the table and sees her eldest, her firstborn, a sweet soul. He laughs freely. His words are charmed and witted and bright. He says, "I love you" to her and his father. He sparkles with new life. She sees her youngest boy. He appears bigger than life. He has an engaging twinkle in his eye, inherited from his father. He liberates one story after another. He is a magnet to the eyes and ears. She looks around the table and sees 2 beautiful women, handpicked for her assembled life celebration. They have come to her at a most perfect time. They complete the seating. They make her men happy. She freezes the moment in her heart. No matter what the future, she has this instant permanently tucked away, saved for rainy days, immersed in love. A true Thanksgiving blessing.
Oh. Have they heard you say that?
I have sent that to them, yes.
Good.
They
Good.
liked it. And then, of course, there's the gathering when people come, and you never know who's going to be showing up and how many, and just to make a lot of food, and or what the drama might be, if there's going to be any. So I was pondering that one day, just called this the gathering. Table is set. Doorbell rings. One by one they come home. Some arrive with baggage in hand, others leave dirty laundry at the door. Children burst through the room with classic excitement. All oblige a warm greeting. Grace is spoken. Dinner is served. One by one, stories are told. Laughter permeates these old walls. Remember when? Folds into conversations. Baggage remains packed. Dirty laundry set aside. There is no room at the table for such this day. Home, dinner, family, arouse the senses. Bring pleasure to the soul. Smiles turn easily, walls come down. Embraces are genuine, a gathering of the thankful, blessed to be among them.
Wonderful, wonderful.
So, no drama in this poem. Just
That's my favorite time, when everybody comes over.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm so happy. They love to sit at the table and talk and talk and talk and talk.
Yes.
And it's just, that's my gift.
Yes.
I really feel.
And we just, as parents, just sit back and let it unfold. Because we can't jump in anymore. It's going too fast.
Oh, you got that right.
So while we were thinking about the bigger picture for Thanksgiving, these words came to mind recently, and I call it snippets, because there are very many things that you don't pay attention to every day, and those are the things I will try to point out this year that I'm thankful for as well. So, snippets. I am thankful for moments, snippets, small pieces of time that fall on the cutting room floor of my life. I take care not to sweep them away. These moments are like woven threads, tying the hours of days to the hours of nights. I treasure the sounds of breathing, in and out, in and out. My own breath and his nestled in the corner of my pillow. I exhale with the sound of the ringing phone. Hi, Mom, just checking in. A thread of love and reassurance. I inhale the musky aroma of the ocean, its ebbings and flowings. The smell reveals the special place where I live. I see the old red, white, and blue unfurling against the bright sun. It wraps around the pole as it wraps around me.
Oh.
I am grateful to hear the words, I love you, spoken with truth from those who know my love as well. I am blessed with a life that knows fullness and joy and continues to be held in his hands. This Thanksgiving, I shall rejoice in the moments, snippets, small pieces of the times of my life.
Oh, Mary Lou, exquisite.
Thank you, Mary.
When did you start writing poetry? Have you?
You know, I started years ago writing like short stories, essays, rants, commentary, articles and things, and I thought I'll never be a poet. I'll never know how to write poetry. It's really hard to rhyme things, and that's when I thought everything should rhyme if you're going to be a poet. And then when I joined this writing group that I belong to in the Cape, and you listen to other people, it's all poetry. It's how it's read, it's how it's formatted. It doesn't have to be a rhyming scheme. Mm-hmm. I now pay a little more attention to timing and verses and how many lines and things like that. Once in a while I can rhyme. It just comes. Otherwise I don't try to force that. Mm-hmm. But it's only been in the last few years, and I can't turn it off now. It's
good.
I know. I still write short stories, but it always comes through with this way. These were a couple of poems that are just more family oriented. They really had no purpose or consequence, but I seem to come back over them time and again, so I thought I would include them. This is about mother, and it's fond memories as a mother, knowing a mother, having a mother. Mother falls head over heels with her child. She fully immerses in such life. She wants the moon. Mother waves the wand of a magician, makes volcanoes out of anthills, burns dinner and laughs. Mother sleeps on the floor by a sick child, adds perfect touch to homework assignments, chuckles at made-up riddles. Mother worries at 2 a.m., listens for footsteps, swallows the lump in her throat. Mother embraces the first girlfriend, hopes she will not be replaced, tries to let go happily. Mother picks up the pieces of broken hearts, safe keeps them in a velvet box, carefully knits them back together. Mother is rewarded with a smile, thrilled with an I love you, captivated by an embrace. It is all worth gold to Mother. She is who she wanted to be, and she's rewarded in this astounding journey.
Wonderful, wonderful.
And that was just a little, a little afternoon writing, and then it just keeps showing up in my list of things, and I read it over more times. I thought, wow, I like that. It takes it all in. It's, yes, used to help with the homework. Yes, used to make the volcanoes. No apologies. This is a very short one. It's one of those ones that I started writing, and when you get to the end, you're at the end. There's no need to expand on it or make it any longer if it's not supposed to be. So, 3 things my father told me. My father adored me and showed it in many ways. He told me lots of things to make me a better person. First, wear sturdy shoes, ones that tie. Keep them polished so they always look nice, so they will last a long time. Second, be nice to your mother. Be respectful. And third, I forgive you. He was right about everything.
Oh. Very, very special.
Yes, he was a special person. But I remembered the shoes from growing up. I always had tie shoes that could be polished.
I remember those.
And this I wrote, oh golly, before we moved to the Cape. We were there for a weekend and just deciding what we were going to do next when we grew up. And I've ended up giving this away to other people as gifts now and then. It's haunting, but it's so reflective of God's love, and it was set in a place where you could just feel the love that night. A very hot night on the Cape. It's called Favorite Child. Warm, uncomfortable, restless, I open the front door, the door on the ocean side. A cool, invigorating breeze reaches out to my face. It instantly fills every pore of my steamy skin. Refreshing, renewing, reminding. I open my eyes and look up. And there they are, millions and millions of stars. They are lit with twinkles and blinks, like beacons, like signals, like messengers. Small, tiny, minuscule, that's how I feel at that moment, but not unimportant. You see, today I am his favorite child. Everyone who comes to him is his favorite. And today I am his favorite child. I will make every effort with every part of my body to live like I am his favorite child. Because you see, I am.
Okay. Oh, Mary Lou, it's so nice having you here today.
I'm so
Thank
enjoying
you for
it.
coming back, and what a gift that you do have, that's for sure.
Well, and you've been a great encouragement to me, Mary.
Oh, well, thank you,
Yes.
you. And so many people enjoyed hearing you the last time that you were here.
Yes.
And so I said, well, I'm going to have her back.
Well, it's my pleasure, and I would love to do it anytime.
Good.
Good.
We will have her back, won't we?
Great.
Okay, well, thank you for coming.
Thank you so much, Mary.
Yes, I loved also your poems about Cape Cod.
Yes.
The walks.
Yes.
I've done that so many times, that's for sure.
Yes.
And we want to thank you for watching, and I hope you have enjoyed listening to her beautiful words and hold them in your heart. And I'm sure that all of you could write a poem too with your wonderful memories. So we wish you a good night, and thank you for watching.
This show often talks to people who have interesting hobbies or careers or different things that they have going on that affect our community.
I'm Mary Arnott, your host.
There is a huge need for providing food for individuals and family.
And that's the key. It's working well together.
You can see more episodes online at our website, hcam.tv.
Hi, I'm Tim Kilduff, and this is Business Matters. I think we got to talk a little bit about the history. I mean, you were born into something pretty special, weren't you?
Yeah.
The shop is a safe haven for a lot of people, young and old.
Business Matters is HCAM's show focusing not only on businesses in Hopkinton, but more importantly, the people who run and manage those businesses.
Just a minute, folks.
It's Dive-In Drive-In time, and we got a great Western for you today.
Dive-In Drive-In is a new program featuring the HCAM staff's favorite B movies. We hope you'll enjoy these treasured films of yesteryear.
And even if we don't get paid, there ain't no job we trade. We're hauling freight and safe to say along with Santa Fe.
So check out the HCAM TV website at hcam.tv for movie days and showtimes.